You have a mission, you've made big plans for your company. Then why do you keep getting distracted and moving away from your goal? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to stay focused and achieve what you set out to do. Think back to when you first started your company. Maybe it was a year ago, maybe it was a few months ago, maybe it was 20 years ago. I just want you to think back to the start of your company and how excited you were to get going and what that feeling was like as you were dreaming about creating this incredible company that was going to help people or help companies or help pets or whatever it was. Just think how amazing that felt. When we start our businesses, we all start out with great intentions and great expectations of what we're going to create. And then along the way, we get distracted, we lose focus. So I want to show you what you can do to stay on track and stay focused on your goals so you can get there with less effort, less stress, and stay focused along the way. So first, most people lose focus because they don't have a clear revenue model for their next level. Sometimes they don't have a revenue model at all, which if you don't, that's definitely a place you'd want to begin. And a revenue model could be an Excel spreadsheet that plans out the next 12 months in your business. A revenue model is going to show how many sales or how much revenue you're going to bring in every month. It's going to show the costs related to those sales. It's going to show your regular expenses and your net profit at the bottom. And you would project that out for the next 12 months. Now, once you've got that completed and things seem to be rolling along, sometimes you can feel like you get stuck. And that might be because you don't have a revenue model for your next level. And so we always encourage our clients to have their stretch goal for the next 12 months and then their next level. Like if they really crushed their sales in the next 12 months, how much revenue would they love to bring in? What's that next level? And the reason you want to do that is because sometimes you could get stalled out in your business and not even know why. We had a client one time who her next level was to hit $20,000 a month. So she created a revenue model and a plan to do that. She was doing her marketing. She was doing everything faithfully, and she got to $20,000 a month. And then she stagnated at $20,000 a month and just like $20,000. And she kept asking, she's like, where did I get stuck, or what's not working, or why can't I move forward? And I asked her, I said, what does your revenue model say? And I'll never forget this. She pulls her revenue model up on her computer, and it shows that when she built her original revenue model, it was at 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. So it was a consistent 20,000 through the entire year, but it didn't go up. It didn't go down either, but it didn't go up. So subconsciously, she was operating from this revenue model. And of course, the second we figured it out, we had her build her next level revenue model that would take her to 30,000 and 40,000 a month. And her sales started to move again. She started to get excited about her business again. So that's where I would begin with this, is to first make sure you have a revenue model, and second, make sure you have a revenue model for the next level, or as we like to say, for the up level in your business. Second, if you're just having a hard time staying focused and not achieving what you want to, I want you to think about how you are being in your day-to-day business. And what I mean by that is, are you reacting or are you leading? Because the truth is, you want to be leading in your business. You want to be directing where the company is going, where the company is growing. You want to be leading your team members. You want to be leading your clients, right? You want to be in that leadership role. And you can think of it as like being the captain of a ship. You want to be able to see out, see where you're going, make sure everybody on the ship knows what's happening, versus being reactive, right? So imagine if you're the captain of a ship, but rather than being at the front of the boat to see where you're going, or the front of the ship, knowing where you're going, maybe you're sitting downstairs. Maybe you're on the back deck, sunning yourself, right? And all of a sudden people are running up to you saying, hey, there's something wrong in the kitchen, or I'm not sure if we're going the right direction anymore, or fill in the blank, because all of a sudden you'd be in reactive mode versus leading. So whenever I feel like things kind of feel off, my first question for myself is, am I reacting or am I leading? How am I being on a daily basis in my business? Third, you want to make sure you have a list of key action items that need to get done. Most of the time, people have these key action items, or I like to call them needle movers, in their head. I've been there, right? It's like you think, I got to do that next thing. Or this would really move the company forward. Or what if I shifted this? And rather than having them in your head, you need to write them down, right? You need to have them on paper so you can see them And so you can start to check them off. And here's something I want to share with you that is really powerful for our clients. When you put a list of action items together, put them in the same place. Like I have one planner that I keep all my to-dos in, and the planner has little pieces of paper that you can take out and put back in. So it's very easy to use. And once I'm complete with a day, I take that list of action items, I rewrite it, like I cross off what I've completed, and then I rewrite it on a new piece of paper and I get rid of the old one. And the reason I do that is because if you just cross them off and you like have the other items still on there, it doesn't seem to clear them out of your brain, right? So you're still kind of thinking about them in that order. So when you rewrite them, you can see them in the order in which you want to get them done the next day, with the most important needle movers at the top, working down to the items you need to delegate, and then maybe even noticing that some of the things on your list maybe don't need to be done at all. So next, one of the things I see a lot of CEOs doing, which I have done as well, is they let their email run the company. Can anyone relate to that? How many times have we been stuck in just this trail of email, right? And it can take so much time to answer an email, and then the email goes back, they answer, it comes back to you, and it can take, hours or days just to make a decision on something or to move forward with something. And email can be one of your worst enemies because it is such a distraction and such a time suck. Like it just pulls on you all day. So one of the things you want to do is keep your email closed. So hard. Some of you are addicted. I know. I've been there. Like you just want to keep it open all the time. But once you've checked your email, close it so it's not distracting you. And I recommend that you check it, 2 to 3 times a day and not more than that. Give yourself 30 minutes, not like hours of time. Give yourself 30 minutes to knock out the key emails and create a system for a folder system for your emails or a delete system for your emails so you can work through it. On any given day, my goal is to make sure that not that my inbox is totally empty, but that I can see some white space at the bottom. Like that's always my goal. Because some of the items I might be able to deal with tomorrow, but when I'm in there for that 20 to 30 minutes, it's like goal, get to the bottom of the white space. So that means forwarding some of the emails so that someone else can handle them. It means replying quickly, but concisely and professionally, or it means deleting an email because it's junk or it shouldn't even be coming to me. Hopefully having a system to manage your email helps you run the company versus email running you. Finally, one of the big distractors that take clients away from their mission and their big goals is that they don't know what their 3 priorities are every day. I like to think of them as needle movers, those top 3 needle movers that are guaranteed to move your company forward. So if you haven't been doing that, I highly recommend it. So take your task list every morning and go through it and star the top 3 tasks that you know are critical to the success of your company and critical to moving it forward. And then make sure you have time carved out to get it done. The truth is, the less time you have to get it done, the more likely it is you'll get it done in that time. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, think about how you feel right before you go on vacation. You're so excited about going on vacation. You're so excited to get things done that almost as if by magic, you knock out your whole to-do list in 3 hours. And it's something that would have taken an entire week under other circumstances, right? So we often waste a lot of time. By having your 3 priorities every morning, you'll know exactly what to focus on. And these 3 priorities are guaranteed to move your business forward. Thanks for hanging out with me. You're still here. So I want to share a pro tip with you. And as CEOs, as business owners, I don't know about you, but often I can feel like I'm doing this all by myself. I'm doing it all alone. My pro tip for you is don't do this alone. You need help. You need support. In fact, you will move so much faster when you find someone to hold you accountable, whether it's a coach or a mentor, someone to support you. And when you find the right team members who you know can move your company forward, it's like you'll be taking a quantum leap with way less effort than you could have imagined, and it will keep you on track with your mission. So today we talked about the importance of staying focused on your goal, especially in a world where we are constantly being distracted. You've got that mission. It's important to stay on track with the goals that you've set. Remember the key tips that I shared. Have a revenue model for your next level. Make sure you are leading versus reacting. Have your key action items written down on paper or delegate them. Don't let email run your company. And every day, know what your top 3 priorities are that you can do that will move your company forward. And finally, remember, don't do this alone. Find the right people to support you to make taking that 2x, that quantum leap in your business, even easier. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you enjoyed this video, stick with me because next up, we're going to talk about how to go from scarcity to abundance mindset. And remember, your 2x is waiting for you too.